Let me show you some patterns so you will understand how vulnerabilities, just get to exist. Those are examples of vulnerable code. I understand maybe it can sound like, a little bit complex or not, but look, guys, vulnerable code can be like 2 or 3 lines of code. So in this example, you can see that that guy is just using the library, which is legitimate for Python, which is called pickle. How that works? So you take the data, you serialize it. It means you just, make it like archive, and after you release it. So this is for data transferring inside the Python. So this little, 3 line of code, it's already vulnerable. If you will just, enter here malicious stuff, for example, if you will enter here the command which will allow you to go to my server, download malicious script and run it, it will do it. So if here you are putting as input my name, when I am going to register, I'm not going to put Bogdan. I'm going to say malicious, blah, 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 blah. So look, just an example. If you are writing the source code, right, and you have that type of stuff. So let's go to chat and ask, what is this? What is this? I want to use pickle. Look, it will rewrite me the code. So now it made it more secure. It is still using the pickle, but it is using it more secure way. I want to use pickle with more secure method. So you see, it is just trying to put some additional security controls, but in reality, it can just make it, make it 3 lines. This guy is just going crazy, in cybersecurity, just too much. Very good developer. Okay, like this. So this is how it will be more secure. So yeah, so it looks like you need to make it like more complex. Like this, you cannot just use it. But if you will go pickle Python example, right, you will see that this is guide, which will be used by developers, and they will just copy it, import pickle, and that's it. So guys just go to internet, they copy it, and they use it. So this happens all the time. There is nothing around security here. So open pickle load. Where is load? Pickle load. Great, just great. Now think about this. Guy will send a file, for example, his picture. It will just take that picture, make it's serialized, send it somewhere, and open it. Now think about this. In picture, you can input Python code. This is no difference. If you're sending picture, if you're sending exe, whatever, and if server will say, this is not picture, you will say, it is not picture. How do you know? You will go and read how it knows that this is not picture, right? And it will say, picture should have this. You will say, if picture should have this, I will put it here or down. So when the script will work, right, that stuff, you will see it. Or you just try to input it somewhere where server will read it, but it will not affect the execution of script. So Another example, PHP shell code PDF, PNG. So just for your knowledge, how guys are going this crazy level. So developer is saying you can only upload PNG. If you will not upload PNG, I will not allow this file. Right? So sounds, serious. Now let's imagine that the guy is just putting inside PNG, in the metadata PHP code. Somebody expected this? No. So in the author name of the image is PHP code, for example. So, and during the parsing or during the analysis or during, whatever, it will execute. Why? Okay, I will tell you why. Because you see the extension here is .php. So potentially when guy was uploading it, it didn't check the extension, but it checked that this is image. This is first mistake, right? So the guy was like, this is PNG? Yes. Do we allow it? Yes. First mistake. Second mistake, if guy is saying, I want to check if this is PNG and I want to be sure that it has that PNG in the beginning. What is the catch here? Do you have the answer on this? So again, this is a logical task for you. Most likely you will not be able to answer because it has some, technical behind it. So guy is checking if this is PNG extension and if it is PNG by the beginning of the file. So how can you possibly upload the malicious PHP file there? Script will check extension is PNG. How it will check it? It will say file name has.png. Maybe you will put png.php. Maybe you will put .png.php. Or developer will say, I'm smart enough, I know this trick. You will not fool me. So PHP is not allowed. You cannot put, for example, PHP, right? So the guy will do and say, okay, he will just go here and say, list me all executable names for PHP, like PHP 3. So what server will be executing? PHP 5, PHP 5.3. So this one, no, this is not. I talk about extensions similar to PHP, which will execute on Apache server. So I'm just telling you how guys are finding the ways. So all those extensions will execute on the server. So guy need to put all those extensions. Or he can be just smart and just put that from this folder only PNG can be stuffed. And also smart developer will take that image, will process it, will redo it, will resize it, and after put it. And during the resize, it will just be destroyed. So all that stuff which you will upload most likely will cause server to run it. You get the point. This is not about shell.php, .jpeg, image, .html. Also, there is a very funny story that Apache server, if you will upload shell.php, .gpg or PNG, it will execute the first extension, which it sees. But if you will put it in the end, it will also execute it because it is like PHP in the end of the day. So it cannot execute PNG, right? So it will say, okay, PHP is there. In the end, this is legitimate. Okay, PHP is here. Let's run it. So I don't know how they got to that level. But in reality, if you will upload something like this, it will execute PHP.